EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us in South America in the vibrant and colorful Brazilian beachside city of Rio de Janeiro. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us in South America in the vibrant and colorful Brazilian beachside city of Rio de Janeiro. Tonight, we're on to week 2 of the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the Bisons of Melbourne taking on the Wizards of Rio de Janeiro. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. Levis going to the air right away. He finds his man complete. It's Schultz. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
Love this look to start the ball game. They empty the backfield right away, and that's going to put some early stress on both their offensive line and on the secondary. And here they get the completion and a quick first down.
Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here. Escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need...
And now off to the races, down the right side. And touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bisons will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team is going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has, the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week. We're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
Out of his end zone, here comes Jalen Reagor. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he rifles one incomplete. Well, I mean, who would have thought this? A team based in South America, this inaugural season, these folks so excited, and with good reason. This is the NFL continuing to show that it's not just an American pastime, really becoming a global game, and what an addition to the league this will be. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. This pass out wide to Hall. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's the first carry of the game for Zach Moss. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Cup 19, Panther 11, Seven Pirates.
He'll drop to throw. A short throw to Musgrave. Hook up a 15 yards there, and it'll be second down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Losers in the season opener on Sunday, they get that quick turnaround 96 hours later. Here we go. They're back at it. And I've got to think, especially early in the year, that's a good thing for these guys, is it not?
It absolutely is. And we've seen it many times demonstrated over the years. Teams have a rough opening game, have to play the Thursday game. That quick turnaround allows them to go ahead and throw the other game out, focus on the new one, and typically they play much better in game 2. So I would agree with you totally on that.
Levis now on second down. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. Rick Benito coming in there to record the sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
And tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. Right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll start out here with the option left. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end round. Complete. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4 down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Mavericks. 60 Mavericks.
Back to throw here. And he'll let this go deep for Bourne. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on fourth. They get this out quickly to the left side. Oh, he's going to be stopped up right at that unofficial yellow line. But I do believe he got the 2 yards. Yes, confirmed by the referee. It's a first down. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. He'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards, a first down. So, Charles, this game number 2 in the NFL career, this rookie quarterback, his guys took the loss in the opener. And when asked after that game by reporters how he did, and he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
But you do need to know as a young quarterback that if you're going to spread the field, the ball's got to come out quick. And you have to know where to go with the football, really, in pre-snap. Identify where you want to go and get rid of it.
On play action, they'll throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Hall. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
Drop 60, drop 60.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Wizards are an extra point away from evening this one up. Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Levis sets up to throw here. His throw incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Levis back to throw. Flush to his right. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. Here's Levis. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. Forcing the incomplete pass on 4th down and then roughing the passer.
Your offense was ready to roll, ready to get out on the field and take over. Instead, self-inflicted. Now they have to stay on the field and play.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Like it's been this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
And he finds Montgomery complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Levis. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Dragon 60.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And with just 4 seconds left in this 1st half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 54 yards away. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. Here's Rager. He's going to bring this one out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the 1st half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
79 Broncos. Hustle, hustle.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. And they're going to speed things up here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll let this go deep for Bourne. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Play action now. Levis. And this one too low.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Levis looking to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A first catch there for the NFL's leading receiver in Week 1 in terms of yardage. Also a first down. Montgomery looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Levis will sneak it, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Will Levis scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And his guys have taken the lead. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this 3rd quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Here's Rager. He's going to bring this one out. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys field it that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A give to Hall running right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Now they'll shift things around. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Wizards have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Levis to throw it. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
But a great coach has said football is a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Now here's Levis now on 3rd and 1. Pressure comes and down he goes. Troy Anderson applying the pressure and picking up the sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Back now here on EA Sports as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, a Cardinal sin there. Thrown back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They'll look to throw. Trucks over him. Throw caught by Musgrave. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And now they're in the hurry up. 2nd and 6. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 35.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big big playability, and that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And here comes throw number one for the backup QB. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Wizards have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a fourth quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Going up top, and he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Back to throw, it's Levis. And he finds his target, it's Schultz. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. They come up short here on fourth down. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Paul want to give up the middle. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They go play action with Eason. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Throwing is Eason. Escaping the pressure right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. A third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
He'll fire it deep for Rager. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And as a result, possession switches hands. This is 1st and 10. Levis to throw. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown! A big play there. 67 yards. And the Bisons have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season, is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet, and we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football.
That is intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime.
Set to kick off.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as it kicks away here. Here's Rager. He's going to bring this one out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Eason. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Here's 2nd down.
60 Bobcat. 18, set.
Now Eason. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Christian Harris. And he will be taken down, and that means we are headed to overtime. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
They're on the 16-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Probably thinking they got to be careful not to force anything here in overtime. This is 3rd and a mile right now. Here's Levis. Throwing left side, it's complete. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game, and boy, they did it well.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. Now Levis. Finding Schultz. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Levis, he'll look to throw it. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. Here's Levis. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Levis. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play calling to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light is still on for him.
Final minute of overtime. Remember, of course, no double overtime. So it's a tie if it ends like this. It's second down. Rolling to his right. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. So third down coming up. But Charles, I guess the question for me, where does 4 down territory begin possibly?
I guess for me it begins if you have 4th and 5 or less, because you've got to understand your team and know what your play calls are. What do you have that you think you're confident that you can pick up that type of yardage? It might be 4th and 3 for some teams, but I think anything under 4th and 5, they'll think about going for it.
Levis on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. It puts them in field goal range, but let's face it. They don't want 3 here. They want 6. With these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it. A throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Levis to throw off play action. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. They'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game, but these two teams, they had fun getting